Are you getting used to this nonstop debate? Starting with the next one, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets. Here we go. This is where shit starts getting complicated. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. So I need to make sure that I'm keeping everything in mind here. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combo, you'll take damage to your influence. Press the Q to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel with no period. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. I see. So when you crank that up, it gives you more options that you have to filter through. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. I think I set it to neutral, didn't I? Isn't there an option for that? Good luck and have fun. Let me see real quick. Well, it did say it was gonna make it very clear, but I'm pretty sure that there were 3, and I'd set it to the middle one. Replica sword, kitchen knife, and replica sword sheath. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Right.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No problem with that.
My zoner's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No specific issue with that.
And the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And
that
that's
it?
Exactly what happened.
Well, shit, I didn't see anything wrong with that. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out,
Was the sheath damaged?
the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I want to cross my fingers that this does something, because I think the sheath also had the stuff off of it.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something.
Sorry.
Sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife?
So,
That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
grabbed it, used it to defend herself? There was some kind of defense going on.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Sure.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Sure, it makes sense.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Also, why does she have such crazy big scars if she's a martial artist? Whatever, that's not the point here.
Means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
And that would have been Sayaka, so this was a self-defense killing now. I've gone through like 4 separate theories here.
I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Got it all figured out, detective girl.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her stomach. Just rub it all over yourself. Palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palm?
Because I have handled up and down that sword many times since I picked it up. And let me tell you, it gets everywhere.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No, because there was still, well, her wrist was broken and there was still some on her
Sorry,
broken wrist.
but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
That actually has nothing to do with it, but thanks for jumping to conclusions.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. The water was off. I forgot about that. It's a really weird thing to do.
Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
It's that's not for regular living. That is specifically just to get in the way of these murder deaths.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
I thought that was just Hifumi's stink.
Oh my.
Oh, you are too into that.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
This is getting off track, girls.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
It's an insult. Moving on.
Sold, obviously. So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Would have to have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Self-defense. She asked someone to come over and tried to attack them by surprise, and they had to kill her in return to self-defense.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
How does self-defense work in here?
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
How does that work into switching the plates? Did she do it just so that she could get them into a room where they couldn't flee to the bathroom? Because she knew that the guys didn't lock? I don't know.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
That's a better possibility than the one that I thought of.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
She wasn't a very good assistant, dude.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
She just had to rely on everybody in the school not having paid attention to where the rooms were at all.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Cold-blooded bitch.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Creepy face.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
That's totally true, man. Just get with it now.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Yeah, you don't seem to care about self-defense. You just... Dead's dead.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Dakota, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Well, if she's already dead, then she probably... Well, I mean, she wouldn't really... Yeah, she'd probably just want to make sure that she got... Yeah, because she knows how the... She wouldn't... Would she know exactly how the rules work? He didn't explain all of this until after she was already gone, but she would probably just be the like, yeah, this asshole killed me, which is why she wrote the Leon.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Yes, there is. Yes, there is, dude. Such an obvious one. Dying message. I've only got the one. Hold up, I'm just gonna... Yeah, so I can't actually... get at the options right now. Alright. It's easy to just say decide who did it.
Just aren't any more clues, right?
No, shut up. I'm not even letting more talk, alright? You're just wrong.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Turn
There
it.
must be a clue about the
Turn it
hidden
upside down.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote
Although this is also a good point that I brought up. There's no question Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Left index finger. Somebody could have picked up her finger and written with it, though.
Index finger had blood on it.
Although, not really if I'm going with the angle that it was like upside down and she was writing it this way, because her head was the only one in that position then.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Shaking my head.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers. Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
As I did from the beginning.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Thank you for catching up with me. Group of 13 high schoolers.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
One of whom is a genius programmer, although the detective girl knew it too.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Sakura, please. It's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you. Rotate it. Maybe I see something.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
I'm looking forward to it getting trickier now, though, because like that, I saw that from the very beginning.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Although, where does the crystal ball come into it? Because that was a thing that just sort of existed. We haven't got to the incinerator at all. So, maybe those are just like red herrings? I don't know.
Here's my key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Because they didn't even give me those as options for the truth bullets or whatever.
If you turn the message around...
And we haven't got to the shirt.
It becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
So maybe he's gonna try to spin this, and then we'll get to that other stuff.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
They're pretty clearly written with, like, right angles, dude.
No, it's not random at all.
Very, very distinct.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
It's not.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
We just did.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Yep, here we go. The destroying evidence part. This is where we get to the other
You
stuff.
know what I'm talking about, right?
She's the baseball star. He cracked that fortune teller ball, crystal ball, to turn on the incinerator from a distance because he's really good at that shit, and then it broke in front of the incinerator. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found in the ground. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Well, bam, burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator?
Got it. Clicked. Everything clicked.
The killer stabbed Sayaka. They must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Which burned every part of it except the one that had blood on it.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Also, your costume is the one that has long white shirt sleeves on it.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button.
Sure he is.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Also, you're getting really crazy psycho angry about this.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
And burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to find out who's responsible. Where, right? I think it's where. Where the shirt was destroyed. If we focus on that, the killer will become clear. I guess, alright, that was a wrong answer. Where was destroyed? You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear? Well, I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Alright, one mistake, that's fine. How it was disposed of. There we go.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed
Ooh, I also
of,
noticed
we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
I got half a heart back, so if you make mistakes, you can heal that back. That's nice.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get
Now
in.
for the main
And the one with the key
attraction!
was the person on cleaning duty.
Thanks for the host, Green.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's you, dude. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty, and that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. Crystal ball, right? They're only gonna give me the one crystal ball? Shatter crystal ball. I feel like I get maybe I did set that one to kind, and then I set the action sequences to the middle.
The trash room.
Can you turn up the difficulty on this game?
Whoever was on cleaning duty.
Because I would love to, if yeah.
So the only
Just
one
yeah.
who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order.
Nope, that's the one. I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I can't look at that answer. But when I'm done, I'll ask, or I'll investigate in the menus.
I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, You couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
What I'm more confused about is why it didn't break when he hit it with a bat.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was... Oh, he didn't hit it with a bat. He was a pitcher, too.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. A baseball fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge
Also, we're up to 17 viewers. That's awesome. How's it going, guys?
was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
You're sinking, dude.
The distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yes.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It's like an hour of chat I'm going to have to look at. Definitely going to need an intermission after this. It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for Killer because ultimate fanfic creator. I mean, no.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer.
Yeah, you are.
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you are. I knew you were from the fucking moment that I stepped into that bathroom.
You still won't admit it? Okay.
Okay, well, not that moment, but as soon as I saw the full writing.
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's
You're
what
going
happened.
down, dude.